It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Jets and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and Nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's
into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here are the Vikings to go on offense for the first time, and it's a rookie at the helm, the 10th overall pick back in April out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now, because he's coming off of a strong performance in their team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator the team is facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And his throw here is incomplete. The Vikings are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now McCarthy finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Addison does a nice job of moving the chains. He's coming off an impressive rookie season in which he totaled over 900 yards and 10 touchdowns and helped fill the void as Justin Jefferson battled injuries a season ago. Addison, certainly a vital piece of this Vikings offense.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Jones. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To the air with McCarthy. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Mike Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter. You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages. And into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive one made it to the end zone.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
And this one going nowhere. What a hit that time to bull rush in there and drop him behind the line.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Rodgers now to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down.
Brandon Powell deep from Minnesota.
Taking it about the 36. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Okay, break. Let's go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Trent Sherfield from 19 yards away.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And it didn't take long for Hall to remind everyone just how special a player he is. He totaled nearly 1,600 yards from scrimmage a season ago, and he appears to be picking up right where he left off as he moves the chains for this offense.
Rodgers going to throw. To Allen on the dump off. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They'll toss it out right here to Hall.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
They'll go again with Hall.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the gun on third down, Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Eluding the pressure. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. To throw is Rodgers. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10.
On play action, McCarthy. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 33 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here this third quarter. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Point after here coming up. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Here's Rodgers. His pass complete to Ruckert. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
Hall has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
A try here for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hall on a give up the middle.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Trent Sherfield, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 33, here's second down at a yard.
Now it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Now Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And this offense on third down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Rodgers now to throw.
He finds Wilson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Give to Hall running right.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle by Jonathan Grenard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are right back in this football game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores to about the 48-yard line.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They'll give to Hall. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now 2nd and 5. Hall again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
McCarthy off the play fake. He has his target. It's Addison.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's McCarthy.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is indeed good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 6. Just over a minute 40 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4.
To throw is Rodgers.
It's complete. Lazard
Shreds the tackle. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
But he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Now Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Rodgers to throw.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
26.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Schofield.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
It's week 7 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Vikings and the Lions, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great. Not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right to the air, here's Goff. And incomplete to open things up.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep, Brandon Powell.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Stays on his feet. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But the Vikings did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On play action, McCarthy. This is caught by Addison.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. He's got right on the short throw. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Play action. It's gone.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
An inside give to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he's going to press this one.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Well, this is where it pays to have a quarterback you can trust with the ball in his hands. Normally you want him throwing or at least trying to make this an option. But here, this is a straight run, a QB draw, and he reads things perfectly and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Gone.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On play action, now McCarthy. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And the pressure gets to him again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Nifty move.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now 2nd and 3. On the give, here's Gibbs.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
Able to push his way through. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Handoff down to Gibbs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Back to throw, Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 26 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing is McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions will take over. Off play action. Here's Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayo Odeyingbo able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Here's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw is Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 10 more there and another 1st down. Throwing again is Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond. 42 yards. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now out comes Minnesota. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Setting up the script.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Now McCarthy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus on the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more than that.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now it's Goff.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Romeo Doubs, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Derek Carr, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Tyler Lockett, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by the rookie from Michigan, J.J. McCarthy. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense had Aaron Jones headed back onto the field. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Running right, Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop,
And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
J.J. McCarthy
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to throw, Goff.
That pass caught, it's Williams.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now it's Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Goff now looking to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On play action, now McCarthy. Completes this to Addison out left.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
To the air with McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And his fine first half of the season continues. That is his 50th catch already. Well on his way to the century.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Goff now to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Gibbs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Gone. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To throw is Goff. It's complete to Williams. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, now how about this return? And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That is caught and running with power here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Again, Goff.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Brock Wright, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A give to Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. On play action, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.